Hey guys, welcome back to my channel again. My name is Putra, and in this video I would like to make a some tutorial again is talk about Lab 12 or AGRP redistribution SPF. I will explain it again what is the meaning of redistribution AGRP redistribution SPF, and I will explain it again about load balancing and failover. But the first one I will explain first about AGRP redistribution OSPF. So what the meaning of AGRP redistribution OSPF? Meaning is redistribution between AGRP and OSPF. Sometimes different parts of a network run different routing protocol. Edge one side of uses OSPF, another uses AGRP. To allow communication, we use route redistribution so that both protocol can exchange truths. From OSPF into AGRP, you must provide AGRP metric, bandwidth, delay, reliability, load MTU. From AGRP into SPF, you can just redistribute. SPF will assign a default cost unless specified. Example configuration: Tutor AGRP 10, and then the example of redistribute SPF to AGRP is this the important thing. Router AGRP SPF 10. Change the AGRP to SPF. Router SPF 10 in here. Redistribute AGRP. Redistribute SPF 10. Then the metric, the delay, the cap value, then the everything about it. First one is says 10,000. 10,000 is the bandwidth in kbps. 100 is the delay. 255 is a reliability. 1 is load. Then the last is 100. 1100 is MTU. Then when you wanna change the AGRP into SPF, you can write proto SPF 1, redistribute AGRP 100 subnet. The subnet keyword is needed, otherwise SPF will only redistribute closed-wall network. Things watch out for: routing labs redistribution, but way mutual redistribution can create labs. Use route maps, redistribute lists, or perfect lists to control what routes are shared. Metric mismatch. AGRP and SPF calculate cost differently, so you must manually turn metric to balance routing decision. Default metric SPF use cost based on bandwidth. AGRP needs the 5 parameters. In short, redistribution SPF to AGRP requires manual metric. Redistribution AGRP to SPF, just redistribution AGRP, maybe 100 subnet. I'll filter and set my metric carefully to avoid suboptimal routing for labs. Then I explained little about redistribution SPF. Then when you already back to the topology, no router AGRP, where we erase first the topology before, and then we write router SPF 10, network 11111, then 000 area 10, then we write again this, then redistribute SPF or change SPF to AGRP 10 10 10. Maybe this is the wrong, sorry. I mean redistribute AGRP 10 1100 255 1500, and you guys see in Tutor 3 show a period AGRP already get changed with dx. Like before is just d and then the now is dx, meaning if we already change it or redistribute to be the network is to be OSPF. Then the next is OSPF. I guess I will explain it again to the AGRP distribute. Like when you see before, guys, when we show IP root on everything about that, the code is D. The meaning is AGRP. Then in redistribution RIP is changed. Sorry, not to is changed with DX because router SPF 10. I mean AGRP 10. You forget it, but AGRP or OSPF. The network is 1111 and 100 is there. We redistributed the network to be OSPF 10 with 1000, 100, 255, 1 and 1500. We already changed it, already distributed the IP 111 and 100 to be OSPF. After maybe just that the lab I explained about lab 12, then the next I will explain about failover and load balance concept. So the first I will explain about failover. Definition of failover. Failover is the ability of a system network or service to automatically switch to backup standby component if the primary one fails. Purpose to ensure high availability (HIA) and minimize downtime. How it failover work? Active a device or service file backup takes over methodically. The user usually don't notice or only experience minimal disruption. Example in networking, SAP, VRRP, GLBP on router. If the active router fails, a standby router takes over. A redundant server in cluster in one crashes, another provides the service. Key point, failover, backup and standby system that activate when needed. And then is load balancing. The definition of load balancing is the process of distributing traffic across multiple device servers or links so no signal resource is overloaded. Proposed to improve performance, scalability, and reliability. How it works? Incoming requests are shared across multiple servers or links. Algorithm decide distribution. Round robin, each required goes to the next server interturn. Release connection, traffic goes to the server with the fastest active connection. Wake load balancing, traffic is distributed based on server capacity. Example in networking, multiple internet link ESP1 plus ESP2, traffic split between them. Web server from its load balancer in front. Key point, load balancing using multiple resources together to share. Then when you ask the difference of load balancing and failover load balancing, the future or main goal. Failover, high availability, backup in one file. For load balancing, if performance and scalability, shared load, user. Failover, standby, takes over if active file. All device or link are active together. Example, failover secondary router become active if primary fail. Load balancing traffic is split across 2 plus ESPs. Be this all. So you must answer the who's better, failover or load balancing. Okay, my guys, to answer in my comment. And thank you for listening on my video until here. Thank you for watching and your listening, guys. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.